So, White Castle is the 8th song and title track off of the album White Castle, which was released January 28th everywhere digital. And so, the whole premise of the song is pretty much an allegory for fighting the negativity in your own brain. Because the whole album, for me, writing this whole album, was my way of pretty much picking myself up by my bootstraps, figuring out who I wanted to be. In the song, there's a point where I paraphrase something I told myself, and the lyrics are, what makes you strong, what makes you confident, and what were lies that once looked benevolent, of pretty much, who are you? And what parts of you that you thought you were are fake because of society projecting things onto you. And this whole, point for me when I was writing all of these songs was that, right when they huck you out of high school and go, now you're an adult, figure it out, but have fun, and we're just going to assume you know what you're doing. I didn't know where I wanted to go. I didn't know who I wanted to be. All these different things. I thought I knew who I was. I thought I knew what I wanted to be. At that point, I was a college dropout, community college dropout after taking a gap year, all these different things. Had always jumped around of I don't know what I want to do for a career. I was super down, just not in a good headspace. And so, I remember this song got formed pretty much. There was one day where I was in the headspace of no one's in your corner, everybody's out to get you. And the one person who was in my corner was a coworker. And at the time, I had a thing for a different coworker. And the friend coworker told me that the female coworker I was into was completely out of my league. Pissed me off to hear. And it pissed me off because I knew she was right. And so, I instantly just started doing self-inventories and self-inventories and self-inventories. I did what I refer to as the annoying toddler method, which is you just ask yourself a question to figure out a problem. You just ask why. And I did that for 4 hours. And it went from, this chick's out of your league, to 4 hours later, okay, let's assume no one's in your corner. Let's assume no one cares. Now with that in play, all that matters is your opinion. At the end of the day, who do you want to be? What kind of castle do you want to have? Now, there's a quote. I forget who it's by. I want to say Thoreau. It's either Thoreau or Emerson. I think it's Thoreau. Don't quote me on that one. If you build a castle in the sky, you didn't build it wrong. You merely just need to build the foundation. And that quote inspired this whole song of I treated the castle as me, or you listening, and then your foundation is the people you surround yourself with. So I took that 4-hour self-inventory where I completely broke down every single little tiny habit and thing I did of why I was such a cowardly loser at the time, and went, okay, who do you want to be that is the person you are meant to be? And so pretty much that is you remove the foundation. The foundation was the people. I already thought I was alone in my corner, so no foundation. And then you remove everything except for your keep, which is your brain. And all of the other things are okay, here are all the things you like doing. Here's all the stuff that everybody tells you are, yada yada yada. And if you start with the keep, you can then add more, and add more, and add more, and add more. And then once you figure out and focus on the castle, instead of the lies that the snakes were feeding you, like the song talks about, at some point, the foundation forms itself. And a strong foundation, because once you become the person you view yourself as, the people you need will come. you won't have to attract people you think you need. The right friends and the right communities will come to you. And now I'm rambling, and I think I've gone in circles, and I think you guys have gotten my point. And yeah, that's the behind the song for White Castle. The album White Castle's out everywhere now, digitally. And there's a couple more behind the song videos that are gonna be coming out soon. There's a ton out already. And yeah, talk to you soon.